All right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you as always. You guys could be doing a million other things instead of sitting here watching my dumb ass. So I appreciate it. Oh boy. All right, so first off, the video I released today, the America's Getting Tired video on the Angry Truth. Not that I got in trouble, but they demonetized the video. So sort of saw that coming, especially when you're using certain words or verbiages they don't like. But anyway, Ozark, Flown Grown, Bass, Cowboy, Donald, thank you for the 5x5. Alex, Joe, Vizard, Sarita, Adobe, Jeep Dog, Uptech, Maria, thank you for the 5x5. Kathy, Groundhog, Ray, Rob, Water Tiger, Jeep Girl, thank you for the 5x5. American Viking, 1 second after, thank you for the 5x5. Lexi, thank you for the 5x5. All Seeing King, Rat Rod, thank you for the 5x5. All right, guys. Thank you as always. Appreciate it. So, again, the Johnny D, thank you for 5x5. So, when you're using certain terms, YouTube doesn't like it. And they don't like it when you use certain terms within a certain time frame. I forgot what it was. But, yeah. But it had to be said because enough already with the bullshit. Mr. Landfill, Raccoon Eyes, Bradley, 3%er, Christian, Patty, thank you for the 5x5. Okay. And I'm on live and Rumble. I'm unfrozen now. I think I'm back on. All right, it came up. All right. Anyway, so yeah, that I'm fed up with the black fatigue nonsense. Get into that discussion a little later on the Angry Truth channel, but some of that shit needed to be said because every video I'm watching is just some dumb shit. It's out of control. I've never seen so much fuckery from one group of people in this country than I have with the black community. But other than that, whatever happened to Harriet Tubman's, it was, yeah, Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman's shotgun. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know what the hell happened to her. Just got the notification to the channel. Have been on here since the beginning. Yeah, the notifications come later. Actually, I get notifications of my live stream 2 days later. So go figure that. I'll be looking at my phone or Instagramming or some shit, and then I get a notification like 1 o'clock at what's today, Tuesday. I'll get it Thursday or Friday. I'll get Angry Preppers live. I'm like, wait, what? And then I go to my channel to make sure it's not some fuck up, and it's the video. Tubman, Harry Tubman, not Tubman. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I don't know what happened to her. MS Coast Cajun Prepper. I don't know. That no one here deletes comments. And if it is deleted, I will see it here. No one's deleted your comments, but a lot of people are complaining that the comments are disappearing. I don't know what that's about. That's got to be a YouTube glitch because, again, I hear that on other channels as well. So it's a YouTube thing. Whatever. There's not much you can do about it. Listen, one day YouTube is not going to be here. I think everybody's going to be probably happier for it. Though YouTube does have its place. I do agree with YouTube having its place in regards to like teaching people a lot of shit. There's a lot of shit you can learn from YouTube. Outside of like channels like mine, there's a lot of shit you can learn. So yeah. Idiot is on top chat, not all chat. I don't know what that means. But anyway, so tonight, guys, we're talking about a scenario that I thought of the other day. And I was like, yo, if something happens to Putin, the scenario that follows next could be very well a nightmare. that comes behind it, and that is a big problem because everyone states that Putin, I think for the most part, knows what can happen if we go to war, right? Just like anything else. He looks at they all have advisors. I'm pretty sure they use AI now, and AI will tell them how far they can go with their antics and their rhetoric. And so with that, Putin will continue to threaten us, but it's not him who I'm worried about. It's the people. Oh, Bobby. It's all right. Carry on. Agent Smith, what did NY Prepper do? But anyway, yeah. So there's a couple of people in the Russian political arena that wants America to be destroyed. And if Putin is assassinated or passed, listen, if Putin's assassinated, they're going to find a way to blame America. Come hell or high water, they're going to find a way to blame us and the CIA operatives, and they're going to start some war with us here. Craig Smith, I did not hear about the nuclear plane prepping for a nuclear event. I did hear Pakistan gave a warning telling their people to get ready with 3 days of food and water. I don't know what this 3 days of food and water shit is. I really don't. But we're going to get back to that in a little bit. But so anyway, if Putin was to get assassinated, there are two guys, I think three actually, that want to destroy America just because we breathe the air we breathe. I don't think there's anything that Russia, true Russians that hate America, I don't think there's anything that would stop them after Putin is gone. After Putin is gone, I think all bets are off. And they would absolutely, I think in the small chances, there are three guys that would attack the United States without any warning. There won't be any discussion. They just might start lobbing nukes. One guy might be the level-headed of the three who hates the United States, and he might, the old Russian president, Medvedev, if I got it right, he might be a little more level-headed and give us options before he attacks. I'm going to look up the whole nuke plane shit in a little bit. But if Putin is gone, man, we are fucking toast. Joe 59. It's not frozen on my end anymore, but it was. And Koala, thank you for the 5x5 on the Rumble channel. But yeah, it's not freezing anymore. I should get another iPad, so I have like two iPads going at the same time. But airlines are preparing for nuclear war in Afghanistan and India and Pakistan conflict, excuse me. Oh, Craig, thank you for the email. That was fucking lightning fast, Mr. Negro. Hold on, let me fucking pull up the article. Because I'm looking at a different article. Come on, dickhead, just open up. I'm looking at a different article stating airlines are preparing for this. France ready to discuss deploying nuclear planes. This is France now. And this article is, let's see how old it is. Yeah, same thing. Airlines prepare for nuclear war. So it's airlines preparing for nuclear war. We're going to pull that article up real quick. But Craig, thank you for the link. Appreciate it as always. All right, so before we get into that, we're going to discuss more about Putin and him disappearing. We're going to talk about the airlines prepare for nuclear war, along with all the other updates that are going on around the world. Something's got to go. Something's got to happen. Enough already with the nonsense. Um, Everywhere we look, it's a shit show. I mean, we got the shit show here in the United States itself. We got people acting like cats and dogs. There was a couple that was running around, running. They were dressed like, they weren't even dressed like cats and dogs, man. They just had the ears on, and then they painted their nose. One was a dog, the other one's a cat. And the girl who's the cat is throwing a fucking toy so her boyfriend can run around at a dog park. He was running around a dog park acting like a dog, grabbing the dog bone or whatever the fuck it was she was throwing around. The world is ready to split in two with the bullshit that's going on, and these two are carrying on like assholes. Now, that being said, guys, I thought about this a while ago. If somebody showed up to your prepper compound that you're running, dressed as a dog and a cat, I know what the answer is, but I have to ask it anyway. Would you let them into your nonsense? Or would you tell them to clean their shit up before they come in? Let's get deeper with this question. Would you let people who are pretending to be the opposite sex into your compound? Would you let cats and dog people into your compound? Yes or no? In the chat, please. I already know the answer to this. But I'm, whatever. Come dressed as a cow. And they were serious about this dog park shit. We're going to the dog park today, and today I'm gonna let I think it was a boyfriend. I'm pretty sure it was a boyfriend. Maybe they were married. I don't know, but whatever. Come on, man. Seriously, enough. Enough already, man. It's like. Not all trans are crazy. Bobby Broadway, I guess. But you let one in, you're going to have to let the rest of them in. Listen, the cat dog shit, I'm out on that. That nonsense. Oh, we got it. Because you let them in your compound, you let them inside, and then you know what happens? My boyfriend needs a dog park built at a certain spot. Get the fuck out of here. That's a hard no. Rob B, I don't think he was shitting in the dog park. I'm pretty sure he wasn't. Maybe he does, and they didn't film it. Either way, psych patient. Listen, there's no psych patients allowed in my compound. If I have a compound and a psych person rolls up and he's just all fucking crazy and shit, talking about Biden is the best president, Kamala Harris is the hero, out. Get the fuck out. Get away from my door. We're not having this discussion. I don't know if I would allow people like that to be in the vicinity that I'm in. Trans, okay. Dog, cat people, no. Trans, okay. I tell you, you start that nonsense, man. I'll tell you right now, there's a hard no for a lot of people that are not getting in. Simple. A lot of people will not be getting into my shit. I don't give a fuck. If we're watching the downfall of America because of shit like that, because we allowed the trans thing, the trans psychosis to get to where it is. We allowed psych patients to check themselves or keep themselves in check, and look where we are. No, thank you. Absolutely not. Well, I'm not going to start a compound, start that shit all over again. I'm not going to let somebody who thinks they're a 9-year-old schoolgirl come into my thing. Absolutely not. That grown-ass man in the UK that was running around talking, you guys can look this shit yourself. Look it up yourself. I guess you could Google 9-year-old UK trans man. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. This guy is dressed like a 9-year-old girl playing with kids. 2 people adopted him. He's running around with his little purse. First of all, 9-year-olds don't dress like that anymore. Not at all. No 9-year-old girl has ever dressed like that, probably since the Little House on the Prairie days. This guy's dressed like that. He's a grown-ass man that left his wife and kids to play a 9-year-old. Something's wrong with him. He's not coming to the compound. He shows up. I'm so sorry. Get the fuck out of here. The Last of Us situation, be gone. You better fucking beat feet before I start fucking ringing a child bell for these fucking to come out, clickers and shit to come after you. Yeah, Kathy Abasito's like, what? Holy cow! Yes, look it up. Look it up. This story's old though. This is probably about 5 years now, maybe. But yes, a grown ass man decided one day, I'm gonna wake up and become a 9-year-old schoolgirl, and I'm gonna leave my wife and my 2 kids and be adopted by 2 more weirdos, and I'm gonna live the rest of my life out like that. Now the guy's already older. I mean, in the video he looked like he was probably in his 50s. But he was talking about, he's like, yes, he says, I had bikers come up to me and they would ask me if they could dress like this too, and we would dress up in little girl clothing and have sex. I almost threw the fuck up when I heard that. I could watch people get dismembered. He said that shit. Yo, I almost fucking threw up. I was like, you fucking kidding me? He said bikers. He made it a point to be like, these rough bikers come by. They come by and they want to know if I could play with them and dress them up. And this, I'm telling you, type this shit in. You're going to watch this video of this guy. This guy has a whole segment. I don't know what the show was, but I watched the segment more than once to do research on him. I talked about him and people like him on the Angry Truth channel. And there are people who are out there who think they're babies. This one girl she's cute, but she was out there acting like a baby. And her boyfriend changes her diaper. So there was a question that was looming in my head. And I'm sitting there going, changing her diaper? To what extent? Piss or shit? Oh, God. But listen, bad enough, like if you have an older parent, you have to clean up after them. I cannot see myself cleaning up after my girlfriend in that regard. Like, your girlfriend has a bad night, she gets drunk, she shits herself and pukes all over herself. All right, maybe you'll deal with that. But to actively behave like a baby, you gotta go get her milk bottle, and then test it on the arm. Okay, and then give it to her. This is a grown-ass woman. Oh, God, don't say it. Your friend's like, don't say it. Yo, it's bad. And so you want people like that in your... And the thing is, people like that, they do that shit part-time. I don't even know what the fuck that means. They made it sound like it was a job. So you don't know that when they walk through your door. But if I'm walking around and I start to see a guy dressed as a baby, like this one guy who's looking for dates. This is a grown man. This is a grown man who's like, I'm looking for someone who will take care of me as a baby. Look it up. These are people who identify as babies or kids or some shit like that. Google it. And the one guy's like, so, in the interview, the guy goes, have you found anybody yet? He goes, no. Stop acting like a fucking child. I'm sorry. Stop acting like a retard that thinks they're a baby, and then you'll find a girlfriend. But this guy's like, no, because you're fucking shitting in your diapers and hoping someone changes you. This is the people we have to deal with here in the United States, I might add. No other country is dealing with this shit on this scale. The UK is. They are, and then us. Maybe Canada. Nobody else is dealing with the psychosis that we are dealing with. And these are the people that I want in my... No. They're like, you're going to leave us out here to die? Yes. Absolutely. You come here with your bullshit's going to catch up with you. And when you knock on my door and ask for refuge, and I'm like, what clan are you part of? The psychosis clan? The fuck out of here. But we're going to die out here. I don't care. Should have thought about that before you wanted to be fed by a bottle and your diaper's changed after you shit yourself. Should have thought about that. Should have thought about that before you were pretending to be the opposite sex. Now, yes, are there some trans people out there that are legitimately sick? Yes. Do I entertain it? Most likely not. Especially if a dude is rocking a goatee and a skirt. Out of here. You ain't coming in. There's just people I'm not going to entertain. You know, there's certain groups of people I'm not going to entertain. Talking about, I believe in the devil and you should out. Get the fuck out. Yeah, go on. Get out of here. Yo, bounce. Fuck that shit. There's just shit that I'm not going to fucking entertain, especially if I'm running a compound. You know, if you're super religious, it's fine. But if you're teetering on, I have to sacrifice people to give myself to the Lord, nope, absolutely not. We're not doing that bullshit either. And like I said, there's just a group of people that are not coming in. What if we attack you? If you show up to somebody's prepper compound, guys, and you say, if you don't let us in, we are going to, before you finish that sentence, it's fucking on. When movies are like, you know, get out of here, we're going to be back, as soon as the person goes, we're going to be, he's not going to finish that sentence before something is rattling in his fucking head. Done. That whole group disappears. We're not going to have this discussion. We're not going to make this into a movie. It's not going to be 1 second after where we like, you better not come back and if you do, we're going to nope. As soon as you fucking try to complete that sentence of, we'll be done. This ain't Terminator. You're not Arnold Schwarzenegger. You ain't coming back. We're going to bring it to your fucking doorstep right then and there. We're going to deal with it right then and there. That's how we fucking get it done. There is no more this fucking, you know, let them go and come back later shit. Nope. Absolutely not. We're going to deal with it right then and there. This nonsense of people like, you know, just give him a chance. Give him a chance. Yeah, we're going to give him a chance. We're going to let him run for these bullets. And I am not going to fucking miss at all. But, because we watch too many of these movies. You know, and then like you grew up in the hood. I grew up in the hood. I knew when dudes were like, I'll be back. You know what they were coming back with? They were coming back with a tool. They weren't coming back to fucking give you high fives and sell you Girl Scout cookies. They were coming to do some shit. And so when guys used to say that shit, we used to fucking rap right then and there. Just fucking go after it. Fist fighting. I mean, I didn't allow them to go back and get anything. You know, and then guys would be like, yo, you come back, it's on. And then they would leave it alone. I mean, so in the real world, you sit there and go, we'll be back. Okay, they ain't going to be a we. We going to be in the ground. We are going to be somewhere where nobody can smell you. DMX. That's what we're going to be. This fucking ideology of letting people go and giving them a second chance, nope. This isn't, did you try to be a Negan? You ain't going to be Negan anymore. You're going to be a dead Negan. That's how Negan-ish the shit is going to be. Jason had a rap battle. No. But, yeah, that shit pisses me off when people are like, oh, we'll be back. Okay. Let's see where that goes. All right, guys. So, sorry about that rant, but that shit pisses me off when, like, groups of people, like, if you don't let us in, we're going to what? We're going to what? What are we going to do? You going to shake down my walls? You going to shake my hand? What are we going to do? We speaking French now? We? Fuck out of here. That's we shit. It's fucking stupid. You don't let people who are threatening your livelihood, your people, your family come back. You just don't. And then you don't let them come back with a bigger army. Because what they do is they go out, it's 12 of them, they come back and it's 100. Because they sat there, they teamed up with another group and they go, I know where there's a place we can get food and water and shelter. And they didn't come back with 100 people. So yeah, don't let them come back. Do not let them come back. Shoot them in the dick. Twice. Second time for good measure. But all of the other shit, man, that's going on out there in the world, man, we need to be more concerned about. And not concerned, again, just watching everything. We should be watching everything that's going on. Do I think we need to be fucking scared and red alerting the shit out of everything that goes on? Absolutely not. I mean, it ain't that serious, at least not yet. And listen, guys, when it gets serious, by the time whatever gets super serious and red alertish gets serious and red alerty, it's already going to be too late. It's going to be too late to do anything about it, but pray, hope it doesn't hit you, and then move on from there if you survive. That's all that's going to happen. Warning everybody about every little move that's done overseas is fucking insanity. I look at some of the shit that's going on. I'm like, I can't sit here and warn you guys about every little thing that's, oh shit, that nuclear missile vehicle thing, and it moved. It moved 10 feet, guys. They're gearing up for war. Calm the fuck down, you herb. Like, the fucking herbs of YouTube are sitting there going, oh my God, nuclear war's about to break out. Did you see that nuclear arms guy? He asked that question. We're going to war. Everything cannot be a fucking, end of the world scenario every fucking day. It just can't be. It's exhausting, man. It really is. How do you wake up every day fucking that exhausted? It is what it is, man. And whatever happens, it's gonna be fucking fast. It's going to be fast, and we might not be able to fucking do anything about it. Yeah, build your preps and live your life. But sitting there every day looking at like, oh my God, that vehicle, it moved a mile. We're going to war. And then you fucking turn your cameras on, you're red alerting and shit, and you're like, hey guys, look what's going on. Oh, this is urgent? This is urgent, guys. What are we gonna do? Herb. Yes, herb was a term we use for like a nerd, like a bitch nerd, like herb. Like, stop being a herb, If I'm not mistaken, it was like a Herbert or some shit like that, which was like a white guy, but whatever. It was a term we used back in the days. Someone's like, what is a herb? I never heard of that before. It's a 90s term at that, too, so I'm, like, aging myself with that movie. Yes, plan for tomorrow, live for today. That's all you can do, man. Can't live in the past. The Satan, too. Right, Satan, too. Like, there's nothing we can do about that, man. Nothing we can do about that. People like the Satan, too. If that shit fires off, guess what? I'm going to have a fucking lit skyline if it happens. And I'm not even far enough away for me to be, safe. I'm pretty sure I'm not. Not the Satan too. And not if they use a, he says we old as fuck. Tuck said that. I planted herbs. Yeah. But, yeah. Someone says we're not old. Yeah, man, we're old. We are fucking old. I know. Listen, the fitness models out there or influencers, they're like, you're as old as you feel, motherfucker. Try doing 20 years of fucking firefighting. Try that. 20 years of being a police officer or an EMT. Try 20 years of hard actual work, not sitting at your fucking desk, and then tell me if you're fucking not old. When these influencers who are 25 years old, they're like, oh, you know what? There's 24 hours in a day, man, and I make it work for me. Because you don't have a kid, you piece of shit. You don't have a fucking family. You don't have any real responsibilities. You're a 25-year-old piece of shit hanging out in front of your camera going like this and shit all day. Like, look at my muscles and my protein. Shut the fuck up. We are not the same. Some of us have real responsibilities and we do real fucking people shit. We work. Some of us run in a burning building. Some of us are building fucking homes. We do not have the luxury of being a 25-year-old fucking bag of shit staring into his fucking camera talking about, I'm an influencer, look at me. Fuck you, you sack of shit. Join the real world, get a real job, and then tell me in 20 years how you fucking feel when you're done with that shit. Fucking chasing after perps and jumping over walls as a 20-year police officer, you're feeling it the next day. Doing CPR on somebody as an EMT or a medic, 20 years or 25 years experience, you feel it the next day. Actually, you feel it right after. But these 25-year-old fucking influencers, fuck these bag of shit. Like this one chick I follow, she's talking all this shit. I'm like, and then these 25-year-old influencers, these young kids, they're trying to change the game. They're like, oh, you shouldn't lift like this. You shouldn't put the bar here. Raise it about an inch closer to your neck. And then you get shut the fuck up. Just lift weights. This fucking bullshit. Guys trying to change. Turn your hands a little like this with the dumbbells and you get more range. Shut the fuck up. Just lift the fucking weights. These fucking assholes, piece of shit motherfuckers. Fuck them and their bullshit. I'm sorry. They piss me off too. Every time I go on Instagram, some young influencer, it's always a chick with a fucking thong cramp up her ass. And don't get me wrong, her ass looks good. My point is, these kids don't know the real world. And they think because they do their videos that they know the real world. They don't know shit. These fucking homos, fucking little homosexual kids running around, don't know what their fucking sex is, talking about, I'm gonna lift weights and be an influencer. I'm gonna eat raw fucking bugs, eat my dick with that bullshit. Anyway, enough of that shit. Sorry. It's just these fucking kids are fucking full of shit. We are not the same. Us kids who were raised in the 80s, late 70s and 80s, and even early 90s, we're not the same as these young punks out here talking about, I can lift more than you. Talk to me in 20 fucking years. They're fucking kids and their bitchery and their fucking bitchism. It's fucking insanity, man. I'm like, yo, enough. You are not fucking doing anything groundbreaking. You're changing some bullshit and then telling people, oh, this is what I do. Who gives a fuck what you do? You don't live in the real world. You don't even pay taxes yet. I'm pretty sure you still live with mommy and daddy in your fucking basement. Fucking people and their nonsense. Anyway, back to this bullshit. Sorry, guys. Fucking influencers and their fucking influential bullshit. So, airlines are preparing for a nuclear war. Airlines are taking steps to ensure that they keep flying even after an outbreak of nuclear war. I didn't know that was a thing. Jets could continue to fly following an atomic blast under special insurance policy being drawn up to address the possibility of conflicts escalating in Ukraine and Kashmir. Current policies that date back to the 1950s would force the grounding of all civil aircrafts worldwide in the event of a single nuclear detonation, based on the assumption that this would lead to the outbreak of a third world war. Okay. However, the deployment of nuclear weapons now regarded as more likely to involve the so-called tactical warheads used in a limited role on a battlefield. The insurance industry has developed a plan. Why? Why the fuck would a nuke goes off? The last place you're going to see me is on a plane. Bottom line. Let's see. With the development, the insurance industry has developed plans to allow flights to continue in regions removed from the conflict zone. So I guess if it happens over there, they'll still fly here. I don't know. So according to this chart that I'm looking at, nuclear weapons by the country. Russia has 5,580. United States has 5,044. China has 500. I am pretty sure this chart is wrong. They said nuclear weapons by country. China has to have more than 500. So that's what this chart says. How? I'm going to type this in because that can't be right. That can't even be remotely right. Oh, okay. It is. As of 2025, China has approximately 600 nuclear warheads. So that was off by 100. With projections suggesting that they could exceed 1,000 by 2030. 2030. This exact number is not publicly confirmed. They could have more, they can have less. All right, so they are somewhat on par. So this article says 500. Where the fuck is it? All right. China has 500, or let's just say 600. France has 290. UK has 255. India has 172. Pakistan has less than 100. Gallagher, the world's largest aviation insurance broker, began working on the scheme when Vladimir Putin threatened to deploy Russia's atomic weapons against Ukraine in 2022. Its plans have been given fresh impetus, by the clash between India and Pakistan over Kashmir, where hostilities reached a level not seen for decades over the past few weeks. If anybody gives a shit, the Menendez brothers are now eligible for parole. This keeps popping up on my phones and shit. It plans been given sorry. Nigel Wegman, senior partner of Gallagher, said Ukraine conflict had revived interest in nuclear-related insurance policies. He said, back when when wording was drawn up, it was assumed that any hostile detonation meant that it would be all over, Armageddon. But what they didn't have in those days was tactical nuclear weapons that vary in size and impacts, and which are ultimately very usable. The latest generation of the American the B-61 air-launched gravity bomb carriers of nuclear warheads with a yield as low as zero point 0.3 kilotons, for example. That's the lowest, I think, that we have that can be used as a tactical nuke. So if they use that, they want to still fly their planes around. Anyway, compared to the 15 kiloton for the bomb dropped in Hiroshima in 1945 and 100 kiloton for the single Trident II missile warhead. While Britain retired its last nuclear weapon in 1998, Russia believed to have almost 2,000. North Korea unveiled what it claims was a tactical weapon in 2023, while Pakistan Nars missile has also carried a battlefield nuclear warhead. Mr. Wegman said, why should Air New Zealand, for example, be grounded in the event of a nuclear detonation in Europe that was quite minor, albeit not for people near it? Albeit for people not near it. I don't understand why they're even taking this chance. Whatever. Sorry. Airlines find workarounds for whatever challenges they face because it's about money. Safe corridor, minimum height, so that ground-to-air missiles can't reach them. Volcanic ash clouds affect big areas, but the world keeps flying. Yet, a few words on an insurance policy can ground every jet there is. The brokers have come up with a plan that would see a select number of insurers elevate where airlines should be permitted to fly after a nuclear detonation, aided by analysis from security experts at risk management specialist Osprey Flight Solutions. Never heard of them. The 15-strong group, which includes Al Zain, the world's largest insurer, would meet within 4 hours of a detonation, evaluate the threat to airlines country by country basis. The plan would provide each carrier with $1 billion per plane of war coverage. What? For passengers and third parties, compared to $2 billion or more under existing policies. You guys get the gist of this article. Basically, they still want to fly their fucking planes and make their money in case a low-yield nuke is used anywhere in the world. This is dumb. This is one of the dumbest things I've ever read. They will risk your life to fly a plane. People will risk their lives to get on a said plane and fly wherever they want to go. Now, will airplane tickets drop during this? I hope so, because I would be one of those idiots on a plane if that happens. Give me a second. Oh, okay. I just saw Agent Smith. I just saw your comment. All right. And listen, if that's what he's doing, that sucks. That would definitely suck, but it is what it is. People have their own channels, guys. People don't like difference of opinions. They do shit like that. That's sucky. You guys fucking argue with me all the fucking time. And it's fine. It's supposed to be that way. We're not supposed to have the same thought process or thinking. That means you're in a cult, right? If you want people to align with your thinking all the way around, that means you're in a cult. It is what it is. Oh, so anyway, guys, back to the Putin scenario. Sorry, I went so far off. I'm sorry. But a few people to watch. There's a guy named Yuriv Evik, if I said that right, a Russian soldier and combat medic. He the other day said that Russia should destroy the West being us, right? He thinks that we should be wiped off the planet. Russia's former president, Dmitry, what is it, Medvedev? He's another one that thinks we should definitely, he or they should definitely bomb us, the United States. So these are two guys that and there's a third guy. There's not a Nigel, I forgot, begins with an N. Maybe it's Nikolai or some shit like that. There's a third guy that's also very, very, Sergei Markov. That's the other guy. That's the third guy. Those are the three guys we have to watch if something happens to Putin. Something happens to Putin, guys, I can all but guarantee these guys are going to throw the fucking gauntlet at us, and hard. And how we respond to it is going to dictate what happens next. If we respond softly, they're going to bully us forever. If we respond in kind, they might back down. But those three guys hate America, and they hate anything that resembles America. They definitely hate Ukraine. So they would, I would almost bet they would automatically start small tactical nukes in Ukraine if something happens to Putin. Putin right now is holding everything together. Putin passes away, and we're fucked. So just keep that in mind. That's a scenario that should get people thinking if this man passes away, what we're looking at. Even last year, I think it was November, Russia threats nuclear war by Christmas in a chilling warning to the United States. The U.S. was given a chilling Third World War by Christmas by pro-Putin spokesperson Sergei Markov. Western allies, also included in this, Britain, France, Ukraine, are all put into this threat. This was an article that came out last year. Again, should we be scared? No, absolutely not. Should we pay attention to what happens to Putin in the next couple of years? Absolutely. Because if this man, again, up and dies or gets assassinated, which if he gets assassinated, it was an inside job. Just throwing that out there. It's not CIA operatives. It was one of his people. If he suddenly dies of a heart attack tomorrow, it was their people. And if they do, there's going to definitely be some hostile takeover shit going on in the UK. I mean, in Russia, excuse me. So anyway, guys, this was India, Pakistan updates, but this is just war updates, the bullshit that's going on all over the place. They had a breaking news. Indian government source accused Pakistan of violating the ceasefire agreement. Supposedly there was a ceasefire agreement. Pakistan said that they were going to abide by this. India said they were going to abide by this, and some nonsense happened. And so now there was a violation in that ceasefire agreement. 3%er said, I remember the Canadian fellows saying we were all dead a year ago. Yeah, listen, according to those channels, we died 8 times already. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, guys, we've all been dead numerous times according to these channels. It is what it is, man. I mean, like, you know, I'll gripe about those channels because, you know, I like griping about shit, apparently. But it is what it is, man. I mean, there's not much we can do about it, you know? Still works. There's not much we can do about it. Netanyahu says Israel army will enter Gaza with full force in the coming days. We all know what that Gaza shit's about, guys. Had nothing to do with the fucking missing hostages and any of that shit. It has to do with the port that is off in Gaza. Look for, I forgot what port it was, but there's a port that Benjamin Netanyahu wants. And how did he get it? He let the security of his country down, or he minimized the security of his country to let that attack happen, to go fucking bananas in Gaza, to get the port that he wants that is all about oil. It comes down to money, guys. It had nothing to do with anything else. The whole attack that happened in Israel had everything to do with money and nothing to do about his people. I would fucking guarantee that. And again, if you look at where this port is, there's an oil deposit directly in front of this port in Gaza. Again, go fucking figure. Iranian deputy foreign minister to meet with senior diplomats from France, Britain, Germany, and Istanbul May 16th, there's some kind of peace talks going on with Iran right now. A spokesperson for Iran-backed Houthis said the Yemen rebels have fired ballistic missiles at Israel. Ben Gurion Airport, Ben Gurion Airport, I don't know what that is. Districts across Pakistan have told their people to stock up on food, medicine, fuel, and critical supplies. I apologize. I said 3 days. They didn't give them an amount of days to prepare. They just said prepare across all those regions in Pakistan. Incoming rocket sirens sounded in Gaza border communities. The southern city of Askelon, excuse me. The siren comes hours after the Israeli airstrike in Khan Yunis, targeting Hamas de facto military, Mohammed Sinwar said. The IDF confirms 3 rockets were launched from Gaza Strip at southern Israel. 2 rockets were intercepted, with the third falling into an open area. Of course they are. They all fall into an open area, the ones that never get through. Now, I know that the Iron Dome goes after the ones that are targeting citizens, but the one that always gets away always hits an open area. I'm not buying. Listen, I'm not buying any of these politicians and their bullshit anymore. I don't care what it is. I'm not siding with Israel. I'm not siding with Ukraine, Russia, China. I'm not siding with any of these people. They are all fucking corrupt. They all have people wrapped around their fingers. The amount of lying, guys, that goes on with this bullshit's insane. Christian Prepper, thank you for that. Ben Gurion Airport is the main airport in Israel. Roger that. Iron Curtain Prepper. All right. 10-4. Daryl Calhoun. Yeah. Daryl Calhoun. I haven't seen him in a while. Thank you for bringing that up. 3%er. Yeah, but these people, man, what the fuck was I looking at? People are still, free Palestine. Fuck Palestine. Fuck Israel. Fuck the UK. Fuck Ukraine. Fuck Russia. Fuck China. Fuck the United States and their bullshit. All of these politician guys are corrupt, and they want us to war at each other every chance they get. It's been since fucking man has walked this planet. We've been warring. We've warred over a lot of shit all the time. Enough already, and enough with us sitting there going, I stand with this person. You're a fucking retard if you're gonna let these politicians tell you who to stand with, because that's exactly what they're doing. They're telling you who to stand with. And then you put the stupid fucking, filter on your Facebook page with your dumbass smile. You're like, I stand with Ukraine. Stand with your dick in your mouth. Fucking stop with this fucking, I stand with Palestine. You're a fucking herb. Standing with, I said it again, excuse me. You're a fucking herb for standing with Palestine. Standing with Ukraine. Standing with Russia. Fuck those people. Fuck the politicians that are involved. These people fuck their people all the time. Palestine's playing the woe is me card. Oh, look at us, my people, we're getting bombed. Oh, they were caught lying about the bombings. Ukraine was caught lying about their bullshit. Russia lies on a daily basis. United States lies all the time. It's all bullshit, man. And we're sitting here fucking standing with each other like fucking idiots. The only people we need to stand with is the United States of America. The people of the United States of America. That's it. Everything else is bullshit. It's all bullshit, man. And Robert Moody's like, are you serious? I am dead fucking serious. Because none of this shit, guys, has amounted to anything other than fucking words. And Daryl, thank you. Stand with Jesus. That's it, man. This fucking bullshit. Like, I'm gonna be the retard with my filter, so I make it sound like I'm doing some shit. You sitting there like this and shit, all fucking retarded in your profile. I stand with Palestine. Oh, like you fucking retard. And what does that do? What does standing with these people do? Changing your fucking your filter does what? It doesn't protect any of the people that are being killed over there. Doesn't do anything. The politicians are why this shit is happening. They could stop this shit. They can absolutely stop it tomorrow, but they don't want to because their egos are getting in the way of the shit. Their egos are fucking why people are dying. And so you're fucking sitting there with your dumbass fucking filter like you're helping out. Saying you stand with something doesn't mean dick. It doesn't fucking help anything. It doesn't help people from dying. You're not supporting anything. You're not putting money anywhere. Putting your filter in it is just a fucking retarded move. You look like a fucking gigantic asshole when you stand with Palestine. And the queers for Palestine, that's another one that I don't understand. That shit I don't understand at all. Bunch of gay people like, I stand with Palestine. Stand with Palestine and look where that gets you. If I'm not mistaken, it's the death penalty or 30 years in prison in Palestine for being gay. Go figure that shit out. That's how retarded gay people are when they stand with Palestine. Or they stand with any of those Middle Eastern countries that will throw them into the gulag forever for being gay. Here in the United States, you can walk down a fucking parade and shake your dick in front of a kid and people go, oh look, they're getting together. They're sharing their culture. Fucking grown ass man, 45 years old, wearing a thong, shaking his dick down the street and shit. How fucking, and that's okay here. That shit should be landing you in jail, but it doesn't. But in other countries, they will throw the book at you, and hard. Like a hard book. They'll throw a bunch of them at you. But here we are, fucking talking about, we're going to stand with Palestine. Why? Why would you? Because you don't like Israel? Fuck Israel too. Listen, that shit that went down in Israel, they let that happen. They let it happen. I thought there was a lot of weird shit that went down when it happened, and then an IDF soldier said exactly what the fuck I was thinking, and they deleted his video. Just like that. I think I can find remnants of his video, and if I can, I'll put it on the Rumble channel. But he talked about all of the shit that went down that was very suspicious of that day. Benjamin Netanyahu allowed that to happen. And then sat there and go, look what they did to our people. No, fuckface. You did that to your people. You allowed your people to die so that you can get a port in Gaza. And then the Gazans like, look what they're doing. They're killing our people. Move. Get the fuck out of the way. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, politically we are fucked. We're fucked in the ass, guys. We are screwed politically. Because we sit here and we let politicians poison us with their words. And so we believe their words every time they fucking talk. And we sit there and we go, yes, that's right, yep, they did that shit. We're believing these idiots. And I'm just like, what the fuck, man? Everybody lies to us. Everybody lies to us. And we sit there and like fucking lemmings we believe it. They are all lying to us. Every last politician. These motherfuckers in their expensive suits, their fucking their $500 suits, their $1,000 dinners, and we're supposed to sit there and believe the words they say, and we do. I don't believe anything they say anymore, like not at all anymore. Fuck that shit. Because these people are, and I'm pretty sure, guys, they have their dinners together. Like Trump goes over to Saudi Arabia and they were clapping and yes, and I'm like, I don't believe that bullshit for a second either. Not at all. They were motherfuckering us just a month ago and now they're fucking high-fiving Trump. Some shit went down that we're never gonna know about. Meanwhile, he's over there having an expensive ass fucking Wagyu steak dinner. And we're trying to fucking piecemeal meals together and these fucking guys are having expensive dinners on taxpayer dollars. Well, yes, Saudi Arabian taxpayer dollars. I don't think they pay taxes there, actually. But you get my point. My point is, guys, we give all of this fucking money from our taxes, and these people spend it the way they fucking want. We are finding out that they're stealing billions of dollars from us, and we're worried about some shit that's not going to matter to us, the tariffs. They are stealing billions of dollars from us, and we're worried about fucking Ukraine and Palestine? We should be worried about our tax dollars being used wrongly and getting some of that money back. Every time they audit a fucking United States taxpayer, they audit us to get more money out of us. And we're not up in arms over that. We're not fucking going down to DC and choking out politicians for stealing our money and allowing this to happen. They allowed this to happen. All the politicians. Why aren't we going after them? They stole so much fucking money from us, and we're sitting there going, I wonder what's going on in Ukraine right now. I wonder what Yugoslav is doing. What is he eating? The fucking people of Ukraine are eating shit, those that are in the war zone. They're eating shit right now. Palestinian kids are eating rocks, I think. Rock soup. But meanwhile, the upper echelon are having steak dinners and fucking salmon and halibut and shit like that. Fucking Chilean sea bass. But everybody else is paying the fucking price. And we're sitting here warring with each other over this shit. The people of Palestine, of Israel, Ukraine, United States, we should be getting together and fucking these people up. I'm talking about fucking them up. But we're not doing that. We're arguing with each other and wearing our shirts and go, guys, look, I stand with Palestine. Look at my patch. I'm a Palestinian sympathizer. You're an idiot. You're a Palestinian sympathizing idiot, is what you are. Especially if you're gay and you stand with them. You're an even bigger idiot. You're a moron. You're a buffoon. You're a retard. You're the simplest man to ever fucking walk, is what you are. Anyway, yes, Franny, I agree. There needs to be a fucking revolution. A big one. A worldwide revolution. Not Miss Skydive, thank you for my Skydive, thank you for the update. Or the heads up, rather. That's what we need. We need a big fucking revolution. We need some shit to fucking kick off. Because this shit of fucking arguing with each other for what? Some people are grinding out their entire fucking lives. And we got OnlyFans models and drug dealers buying their fucking fifth home. They are breaking the law, not the OnlyFans model, but drug dealers are breaking the laws on a daily basis. And they are fucking buying homes and land all over the place. You or I try to buy a home and a land, and here comes Mr. Tax Guy swooping in. Oh, we didn't know that you had this on your land. We're going to make you pay an extra fucking tax on that. Or we're going to fine you for this. We're going to put this in, we're going to raise your taxes because you made this much money. This is why we need to fucking bring the fight to DC. Because of this shit right here. We are paying too much on fucking taxes, and other people are reaping the benefits of that. Drug dealers are breaking the law on a daily basis. Big businesses is stealing from us on a daily basis. They get government, They get government funding by various ways, and yet we still pay high prices on shit. Savagely said, I will sound fucking crazy. The bottom line is, this is why we are where we are. Because people like you, Savage, fucking sit idly by and like this comfortable life. Because you want to live in your comfort. You want to live in your comfort, and you don't want to sit there and go out and fight for what's yours. And they're stealing from us right now on a daily basis. And if I sound Hitler-esque, so be it. So the fuck be it. Subsidies. Yes, they're still getting fucking our tax-paying dollars. Why aren't we doing anything about it? Yeah, Savage is like, I will sound fucking crazy. If I need to sound crazy to get my point across, we need to do something else. This shit ain't working out, guys. This fucking paying higher food prices, higher gas prices, higher everything is not working out. The rich can afford it. The rich are going to look at the higher prices and go, I can afford that. That's not a big deal. We can't. This is why a lot of us are struggling. We are struggling because we are allowing these people to raise the prices and taxes on shit, and we're not doing anything about it because politicians know we're not going to do anything about it. They know that we like our comfortable life. They know that we like sitting here and doing absolutely nothing because we don't want to get hurt and we don't want to fight and we don't want to disrupt our lives. Well, fuck, man, sometimes you got to disrupt shit to change things. We can't change shit here and then not do anything about it. We can't change things. We can't change anything by doing this. We can only change things by being active and going after the people who are fucking us on a daily basis. And I tell you right now, it's not Pumswami in fucking Pakistan or Punjab in India. It's not them. I'll tell you that much. It's not fucking Mobutu. It's the people in charge with the suits, expensive dinners, and fucking hotels and whores and cocaine. That's who they are. Not us. Anyway, with that being said, guys, I'm going to go off the air and go on the Angry Truth channel. I'm done with my fucking bullshit rant. That's probably not going to go anywhere. Okay. I saw something. I was like, what the fuck is that? It was me. But anyway, that being said, guys, I'm offended and I'm unsubbing. Very good. And I know he's breaking my balls. Groundhog. I know he's breaking my balls. But anyway, guys. And by the way, as I said before, I'll say it again because I'm trying to spark a revolution. If I mysteriously end up sleeping forever, I did not do it. If I fell out of my window by accident, it wasn't me. Other than that, guys, good night and see some of you over in the Angry Truth channel.